75 Hard. A Dad's Transformation.
Hi everyone. Day 18 is in the books. Actually, to be quite honest, it's already day 21 when I'm recording this because I'm sick, pretty overworked because there's so much stuff going on that I had to prioritize, and I wanted to go through with 75 hard, but that meant I needed to take a quick break on this podcast because I had actually 4 productions going out this week, plus my normal day-to-day jobs and my kids, so I needed to take a quick break. And again, I'm sick and it's super annoying. It's not, I just have a cold, but I think you all know how it is when you have this cold, which is low-key going on all the time, and you just have a stuffy nose and you have an itch in your throat. And don't worry, I took a test. It's not COVID, at least not yet. Anyhow, when it was back at day 18, I still was healthy, but super busy. In the morning, I took a walk with the dogs, and I really appreciate this time. And I start to appreciate it even more because it's like 50 minutes in the nature, in the forest, where I'm just by myself with the dogs. From time to time, I listen to the audiobooks I told you about, but I tend to kind of turn everything off and just enjoy the outdoors. And I have the chance to kind of think and go through all the things I have to do that day. Especially my sleep schedule is all over the place, and I'm potentially going to talk on day 19 about that. So I need to kind of get my head straight, and this walk for 55 minutes give me the chance to kind of organize my day and think about, okay, what's the plan? Day 18 especially was incredibly busy. So I ended up having just one meal that day, which included rice noodles and kind of a super heavy, fast tofu mash with a lot of kind of green vegetables. That meant, obviously, I stick to my diet. I haven't had no alcohol at all, no cheats. I read my 10 pages. That also gives me a timeout of 25 minutes of the day where I just can focus on something really particular. My mind is straight up in the book, and it's not circling around all the stuff I have to do. And especially with me having this bad conscience about, you wanted to stick to this stoic habit of putting out one episode a day, but it's impossible right now with the workload. And it's frustrating me heavily because I feel like I fall back into old habits. And to be honest, that includes, I'm up back on Diet Coke, and that frustrates me again. So tomorrow is another try to get this stupid, shitty fucking thing off me. It's like smoking, man. It's like a Coke habit. I can't get rid of it. But you drink so much water, and at some kind, I'm craving something different. And I maybe I need to start drinking tea or something like that. I definitely have to find an alternative to all this artificial garbage. And it's so frustrating, but it is what it is. I can just work on it and be a better person at this thing. Another pretty interesting thing that happened was I met with a couple of friends that night. Before I did that, I had an extended bike run. It was awesome. It's getting dark now, pretty early. And I looked up a bike route which estimated for kind of 1 hour and 20 minutes, 1 hour and 30 minutes. So I said, okay, I want to double down that, and I want to make that happen in a good hour. And I made it happen. It was pretty reckless. I feel like it was a really cool gravel path. Part of it was the path I rode on Sunday. But because I was meant to meet the people at 8, I made it there at 8:30. Pretty exhausted, but I was able to get it in an hour. And that made me happy. And I knew that I did something for my body that day. And it felt really good. The other thing is, which I see like it was an interesting experience, was meeting with friends during 75 Hard. Them having like drinks and snacking and a little bit of devil's lettuce. And I'm sitting next to them in my bike shorts, more likely, having a water is weird. And we had a conversation about it, that I'm not a fun person to be around because I more likely remind everybody else of their kind of failures or not of their habits. But surprisingly to me, since I'm so long sober, it wasn't an issue for me not to kind of get into the bag of chips. And this is a new feeling for me. My head is so straight up for like, yo, there are no cheats allowed. And there was not one thought in my head that I'm okay, let's just grab a hand of chips, which is cool. And reminder, I'm still at day 18, or when I record that at day 21. That felt good. Anyhow, I have to record 2 additional days today. So walk with the dogs, extended bike ride, no alcohol, no cheats, stick to my diet, read my 10 pages, took the picture. Unfortunately, back on Diet Coke. But it is what it is. Thank you very much for listening in. Hear you on day 19. Bye.